처음에는 이런 이벤트를 진짜 꼬박꼬박 읽었는데 지금은 다 못 읽겠네. 좀 빨리빨리 넘길게요, 이런거.
I smell flicked in the air.
Not sure I can.
뭐야 이거? 잠깐만, 많이 온다. 야, 긴장해. 이야, 씨.
What is it?
마이야 왜 잠깐만 왜 마이야 왜 죽었지? 일단 악장을 모아서 마이야를 살리고요. 마이야 뒤쪽에 주고 있으면 잘못 봤구나. 하나씩 잡으면 되죠. 잡긴 잡았는데 뭐가 찜찜하냐. 이거 AI를 약간 좀 다시 설정을 해둘게요. 왜냐면 제가 만들었던 스크립트를 버리겠습니다. 스킬이 좀 많아져서 쓸만한 스킬이.
What did you find, Ishi?
뭐 좋은 거 있는 것도 아닌데. 왜 이렇게 세냐 얘는 또. 왜 이렇게 안 죽어?
As you wish. There's something I leave it to me.
Easily done. Can't take all.
우수한 중형 방패 다리미형.
What have we here?
What is it?
At once.
뭐야 안 따라 나와? 우와! 잠깐만. 딜 보소.
I am ready.
Yes? Kill them all!
Not happening.
What is it?
Yes, Captain.
아니 왜 이렇게 어려워졌냐 갑자기. 다 뒤질라 하네. 아니 왜 이렇게 아프지? 이상하다.
Yes? Kill them all!
Speak your mind.
Yes?
아이고 씨. 여기서 죽는 거 아니야? 너무 대충 싸웠나봐. 아유 어떡해. 아이고 그리고 또 스킬을 잘못 알아가지고 테키후를 석화를 시켜주려고 했는데 졌다. 다시 하겠습니다. 아이고 철인 모드로 했으면은 지금 몇 번을 다시 시작했을까요?
What is it? What is it?
한 번 죽으면 끝이에요. 나중에 한 번 해볼 생각이긴 한데 나중에.
Between the eyes.
What is it?
At your service. Price.
Yes? No prison. I'll see it. I'll take care of it. Leave it to me. Well, of course. I'll see it.
What have we here?
Bring them down.
Word and raw.
No prisoners. Taste this. Bring them down.
Someone noticed, right?
Kill them all. Take it as you wish.
어렵다 어려워. 오늘 안에 네케타카 다 마무리하는 게 목표인데 여기서 이렇게 시간이 끌리네요.
I found something.
Well, of course.
I'll get that for you. Don't mention it. What have we here?
아까처럼 한 명씩 잡았어야 되는데 여기서.
I smell comfort in the air. Next time, a challenge. A feel like it will be so. have my attention.
Oh, thick word and raw. That hardly seems fair.
Yes?
이렇게 한 명씩 끌어서 잡읍시다.
A fila. Maru. Craved a fila. Feeling.
Oh, thick word and
들어와, 들어와, 들어와. 더 와, 더 와. 안 와?
Craved a fila. Feeling.
그리고 이 테케우 챈트 좀 설정을 해줄게요. 챈트를 어떻게 설정하는 거야? 아까 보니까 하나밖에 안 해오던데. 메뉴가 있나?
Naturally. Go on. A fila. Maru. Craved a fila. Feeling.
Bring them down!
안 들어오네 여기까지는.
Maru. Craved a fila. Feeling.
점프가 안 풀려. 디버프 걸려가지고.
A fila.
Yes? No prisoners! What is it?
안 나오네요.
Speak freely.
자, 뒤에 하나 더 있잖아. 젠장.
we're not done yet. Never you mind that myth. I'll land the next one.
Craved a fila. Feeling. Yours to command, Captain.
This does not work.
Have my attention.
Tell me.
그리고 누가 이 위에서 화살 쏘는 것 같은데 여기서 화살을 또 쏴요.
Yeah, sure thing.
저거 봐. 아이고 봉기한 무장비 하나 더 있네. 요거 칠리가 죽으면은 딜이 안 나오네 지금. 티를 괜히 바꿨나 싶기도 하고.
No need to ask twice. You need something.
Kill them all.
I'll take care of it.
Something over there.
No prisoners. Don't hurt yet.
아, 애들 왜 이렇게 말을 안 듣냐 갑자기. 미치겠네 진짜. 찌르기 면역이네요. 저 친구들이 찌르기 면역이라서 딜이 안 들어가는구나. 지금 무기 중에 찌르기 무기가 뭐가 있는지 좀 보고. 그러네. 얘가 팔레지나가 계속 찌르고 있었으니까 딜이 안 들어가지.
Yes, Captain.
Speak freely.
그러네. 이 죄다 찌르기 무기 들고 있으니까 이 딜이 들어갈 리가 있나. 당황스럽네요. 아이고, 이런 것도 모르고 싸웠으니. 사람은 배워야 돼.
I'm listening.
진짜.
I can be quiet if you. I sense a
이걸 이렇게 정찰해가지고 얘가 무슨 면역이 있는지,
I sense a predator in the.
뭐 적은 몇 명인지 그런 거 다 알아보고 싸웠어야 되는데.
With pleasure. What is it?
이거 봐, 이거 봐. 와, 씨, 녹는 거 봐. 아, 나 진짜.
Yes. No prisoners.
야, 이렇게 쉬운 걸.
I'm listening. What did you find, Ishi?
아니, 무슨 강철 인조인간 만난 것 마냥 그렇게 힘들게 싸웠는데.
This will not do. This will not do.
do, I say?
와 진짜 완전 깨말못이었다. 아 완전 부끄럽습니다 진짜. 이거 뭐하는 짓이야.
I'll see it done.
아휴.
We got trouble.
Feel it. You asked to get me to ask
Square
twice.
then raw.
No second. I say. Yes.
Right between the eyes. Square then raw.
What is it?
Bring them down. See that, Ishi? You were saying? We're not done yet.
Never you mind. Yes, I'll land the next one.
This does not work. Gina, Price!
Never you mind that. I'll land the next one.
What is it?
어?
Seem to have lost my.
어? 뭐지? 왜 죽었지? 왜 죽었지?
What can I do you for? We're dropping like flies.
아이고 악장을 모아서 지금 칠리를 살리는 법밖에 없겠네.
You only miss blood.
아 또 죽었어. 또 죽었어 또.
This will not do!
What can I do you for?
아 여기서 둘 살리면 가만히 있다. 둘. 안 닿네.
There's dignity.
둘. 둘이 안 들어와.
Bring them down.
Well,
We're dropping like flies.
아이고 미쳤어 진짜. 그거 하나 잡고 또 기고만장해가지고 앞으로 가다가 다 죽었네요.
sushi? More orders? Let's go.
조티가 지금 설정이 좀 잘못되어 있네. 조티가 아예 안 싸우네. 수비적으로 해서 그런가? 자기 보호로 했었나? 왜 안 싸워 임마?
What is it?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Look, there is something.
See it done. What is it?
Can't hide from me.
Your desire is mine.
For the wrong and new.
I feel it.
You were saying? I see a soul in the darkness.
I feel it.
Yes, with pleasure.
You were saying?
For the heart. Blurred and raw. Hardly seems fair.
Makes no difference.
Yours to command, Captain.
As you wish. Yes? No prisoners.
All thick, blurred and raw.
Feel it.
I heard you.
What is it?
잡았다. 일단 명사수 하나 잡았고
Bring them down.
Speak freely.
No, no.
Hold me.
Hit me again and I'll...
Yes?
There's no prisoners. Makes no difference. Bring them down.
Well, I'll take care of it.
애들이 진짜 픽픽 죽네요. 픽픽.
Well, as As you wish.
Feel it.
Right between the eyes.
All things worthy of wrong.
What is it, of course?
이세이르의 무덤이었고요. 저게
What is it? Bring them down. Yes,
Still got it.
with pleasure.
All thick, worthy and wrong. Hogwash.
What is it? Take
Feel it.
What did you find, Ishi?
I found something.
Ah.
Just in my limits. I must rest.
I'll see.
돈 많으니까 휴식 충분히 하면서 좋은 버프 받아가면서 천천히 약점을 맞춰가면서 그동안 게임이 좀 많이 쉬웠는데 지옥의 길 치고는 이제 좀 주의하면서 진행해야 되겠네요. 그동안에는 막 전투가 진짜 어렵다라고 느낀 적이 없는데 지금은 이렇게 자꾸 허를 찔려서 죽으니까
I found something.
What did you find, Ishi?
이세이르 찬가 뭐 이런 게 되게 여러 개 있네요.
No prisoner. Yes, of course.
All thick, worthy and wrong.
I am ready.
What is it? Kill them all. I'll take care of it. Don't hurt yet.
Worthy and wrong.
No prisoners. Leave it to me. I'll see it done.
인형의 껍데기 스카인의 분노 부여 착용자가 중대한 부상 상태가 될 경우 아우라는 근처에 있는 적의 치유력을 절반으로 감소시킵니다. 본인도 치유받은 마이너스 50인데? 괜찮은가요? 이 절벽으로 내려가면은 이거랑 똑같은 거구나. 다행히도 경비원하고 안 싸우네요. 아까 후하나 사람 하나 죽였는데.
Be welcome. We gather to honor the goddess, for we must earn the strength to endure the darkest of life's battles. Muhai? Muhai has broken with Wahana. The queen has forbade that any should have contact with her. Akira? She would be banished to the Undercity if not for her sickness. And now that has finished her. To strike without purpose only dulls the blade. A group of the Wapua came to seek Muhai's counsel, for she was known as a great navigator. Muhai was of the Oweki before she came to Nekataka. The Oweki and Wapua were enemies for many years, before Muhai misled the hunting party, and they were lost. All of us are Kahanga now. To harm Wapua is to harm Oweki. As Muhai turned her back upon her kin, so we were commanded to turn ours upon her. The queen would have us join our tribes into one raised fist. She could not let Muhai's crime stand. I say it was done for the good of our people. The traitors, they make war upon themselves. There are those who kill by sword and those who kill by cunning. To the dead, it makes no difference. So too did she act on her own, against her own people. She does not deserve the honor of walking with the gods.
Honor? Percamplanca. The gods spoil everything they touch. They are charlatans and cowards, the lot of them.
Come. Give me the body. I will bury her beyond the great city walls. You would defy the word of our queen? I will not spill more blood for Muhai's sake. But no, this foolishness will bring you only sorrow. For what have you returned? You seek to dishonor yourself further? Do you believe so? It is not in might alone that Magran holds influence. There is purpose, conviction, achievement. The Kira, rain and wind, is a better teacher than any priest. A fighter accustomed to comfort earns only bruises. Each obstacle is a challenge we must answer. It is an opportunity to learn. What good is a fighter who knows how to defend against a single enemy?
It is done. I can feel it. I am certain of it. My essence returns to me. You have greater loyalty within you than those of my own blood, Watcher. You have freed me. But I have not forgotten my promise. Climb the temple steps, as I once did. Search among the pillars. I hid a jewel behind a loose stone. I will not sail again. Perhaps you can make use of it. I will find my way from here.
또 보석 숨겨놨다고 했는데 뭐 기껏해야 800원 이렇게 주겠지요? 찾아볼까요?
Each obstacle.
I'll see it done.
이 친구는 누구야?
Good day, traveler. I see you've taken an eye to my instruments. If you've any interest in the medical sciences, you need only ask. Well then, I'm a researcher in the medical sciences. And before you ask, no, I don't mean animancy. Neither do I mean magic, nor Gods forbid, necromancy. I've misgivings about magic use. It's useful, I'll grant you that. But it's a crutch. Stunts our scientific development, you understand. A patient of mine died under questionable circumstances. One morning they were fine, and the next they were dead. I came here to the archipelago to evade my rival's attempts at sabotage. I've told you of my troubles. I suppose it's the least I can do. Ah, lovely.
이 친구도 뭐 가르쳐주는 친구였네요. 3,000원에.
Well then, I've misgivings. You would have one too if you'd experienced the things I have. A patient of mine. I came here. Watch your step.
Yours to command. Next time, a chat.
We will witness a new beginning.
가온의 신전 이쪽에 있고.
Payment for heads. It could be no simpler.
여긴 또 현상수배
Are
그거죠.
you someone who walks the path that coin lays out before you? Transmuting actions into payment is the alchemy that orders our world. I pay bounties so that death can bring order to life. Would you help me continue the cycle? The next time payment crosses our hands, let it be in the execution of a bond. A vow. If you would forge a coin bond, I know of people on these islands who must die. Dugro the ascetic is wanted for crimes against his monastic order. The Orlan wanders the wilderness on the island of Crookspur, north.
Supplies! Get your supplies here! Consider, friend. Certainly.
이거 괜찮네. 전투 이탈 아니 장엄한 탈출 괜찮네.
Could I have a moment of your time? I know someone who works in this tower. An animancer named Giaccolo. Agressima. It should not take long. When I was a girl, he visited me in the academy. He was studying godlike. Studying what was in our souls that made us different from other Keith. He found something in me. Something that resonated like a chime when he held an instrument near me. He said it was like this for all godlike. Tiff, but you are not godlike. In any case, he told me it was what was causing my body to change. I begged him to remove it. He refused at first, saying it was impossible. When I told him I would kill myself if he didn't.
Mere as feathers. In the tribes, you would have been beloved and taught to cherish this.
I don't expect you to understand, but I was 12. My body was changing in many ways. Being the only girl, the only godlike girl at the academy was Agressima. Giaccolo was not able to remove the chime, but he was able to sever it. When it happened, I blacked out. The Brotherhood ejected him from the academy for ruining their pet godlike. They assumed I would die. Over time, I lost most of my feathers. The shape of my nose changed. It was not enough to make me fully Kalbandra, but it was enough to keep me from wanting to die. When I looked in a mirror, what I saw was not a godlike. Do not get ridiculous ideas. You will only embarrass yourself. Apologies, but I do not want you to have the wrong idea. In the Deerwood, we were companions. For better or worse, that relationship worked. I want this to work too. Per complanca, respect anyway. Now you understand why Giacomo is important to me. If we can speak to him inside the tower, I would be grateful.
What is it?
여긴가 보죠. 지하콜로가 숨어있는 탑이.
A door watcher. Fancy a look at the stock? Have a look.
이거 뭐냐? 심혼양이라고 해서 10,000원짜리 애완동물이 있네요. 형이상학 2, 신비학 1, 그리고 광범위 파티 효과는 소환수 힘 2, 관통력 2. 이거 완전 괜찮은데? 내가 소환 위주로 꾸렸으면 완전 개꿀이네요. 뭐 일단은 그냥 넘어갑시다.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
왜 안 와?
Merla, burned. Well,
지하콜로는 여기 없나 보네?
Siere Valegina, here to watch us work?
Ado, Sere. Respectfully, I must decline.
You don't mind if I talk and work, do you? What can I do for you? Not the coziest place for it, is it? But the open air, the lightning specifically, is a boon. Let's good test of the equipment too. We're working on making it less delicate. Our junior researchers are still a little soft.
오, 이 오데리 씨의 일지를 원래는 그 클라디오 총독한테 줬어야 되는데 안 줬거든요? 근데 그게 여기 나오네.
Ecosi? Are these Oderesis? I never thought I'd get even a glimpse of his work. Fascinating. Inaccurate, but fascinating.
돈 1,000원 꼴랑?
You do not mind if I hold on to this? Of course not. Here, take this. Come to watch us work? It's not as exciting when we're running through calculations. Giacomo. Ak, I know him. He has a little laboratory for himself down in the gullet. His speciality is godlike. Giacomo rents a room in Ecosi, the Hall, which is that grimy tavern down below. Why, not many animancers down there, so he should be easy to find, if they haven't stolen all his equipment. Or at Ogori, what can I do for you? Sure thing, amico. Comes with the job, doesn't it? Well, a few years in a deal will do that to you. Up to your armpits in jungle mud, insects, and snotty nobles. Probably would have been better off talking to the bugs. It took us a few months to adapt. A few bad shocks too before we finished proofing the machinery against rain. Oh, things are much different here. The Huana may not have the same passion for the field as the Republics, but we understand we're doing research. Not so, no riots. Fortunately, news out of the Deerwood doesn't mean much to this lot. For now, ne? No trouble if you think of anything else, amico. Glad you asked, amico. Very glad. We're very excited about the work here, and we've catalogued a number of interesting properties unique to Luminous Adra. But there are some very specific qualities we are investigating. Qualities that a watcher happens to be uniquely suited to exploring. You're just what we're missing. No. Well, yes, what isn't, but not exceptionally dangerous. Luminous Adra has special effects upon Kith. Even to the humblest, it offers some small improvements. Rejuvenation, vitality. But what about those who have already harnessed their own essence? Consider the talented Cutpurse, for instance, who can cross a room by slipping briefly into another place. The world between. Luminous Adra holds enormous quantities of essence, the kind of energy we can't replicate or restore. I believe we can harness this connection and your natural abilities to transport a person across great distances in a moment. On volunteers, well-paid volunteers. That is the very least of it, amico. We've only managed short jumps thus far. I'm hoping that your own gifts will make the difference.
뭔가 순간이동기 같은 거를 제공을 해주려고 하는 것 같은데.
We've collected a number of illuminating readings, and our machines are ready to harness the Adra's essence. Now, if someone were capable of sensing that blind when it comes to targeting the next pillar, even of manipulating it, someone like a watcher, for instance. Precisely right. We've had luck with shorter jumps, but those were as much spellcraft as science. The idea is for you to focus on the next connection point. The machine will use that new link between the Adra veins to create a tether, as what's really exciting is, so long as you are holding that connection open, your companions can jump alongside you.
And there's no risk I'll show up missing limbs or nothing?
The next pillar's due east of here, in the middle of a farm. It's not as tall as this one, but you shouldn't have any trouble finding it. Gelarde. Very well. You stand there. All right, Watcher. Remember, focus on the beam of light. It ought to be like stepping through a door. And remember, don't...
절대 말을 하다 말어.
So, are we dead now? You're supposed to be the expert here.
Yes?
잘못됐는데?
Of course.
If I feel cold, which part of me is doing the feeling?
엥?
Feel it.
You up there, run!
We have to go. Can't. No, please.
뭐가 잘못되고 있잖아.
Let's go.
Leave it to me.
Of all my people, I am the last. I cannot die here.
다 잡았네요. 약한 친구들이었네.
What did you find, Ishi?
Leave it to me.
We got trouble, folks.
Feel it.
worse than raw.
You have my attention.
Yes?
What say?
Liberos. Did I miss that battle?
Yes? No prison.
Second try.
I hear you.
Makes no difference.
Taste this.
Bring them down.
You got Ishi.
Kill them all.
That dog won't hunt. Worse than raw.
This does not work.
Yeah.
여긴 약하잖아.
What have we here? A wayward watcher has wandered into my realm. You will remember Glassval, I trust. He remains here, lingering in the in-between, refusing rebirth and dissolution, both a most irritating spirit. I will not thank you for sending him to me, but I will not concern myself with that. You did not receive an invitation to my realm, Herald of Berath. Tell me, why should I not grind your soul to dust? But I have no need for a vassal. Everything I desire, I do for myself. Embrace oblivion with open arms. Watch. Do you fear dissolution after all? How droll. As much as it would delight me to scatter your soul, you belong to Berath. I will spare you that fate. For now.
너 임마 에오타스랑 끝나면 네 차례 임마.
Delicious. You need only whisper my name, and I will open a portal to my realm. I cannot wait to see what you try. Now, on to the matter that brought you here. Your Animancer friends meddle in things beyond their comprehension. Were I not the generous creature I am, you would have died. Be sure to tell the Animancers that they have failed, and that they have drawn my gaze. I will not hesitate to obliterate them if they irritate me again. I do not make requests. You might prepare yourself, Watcher, for something wondrous is on the horizon. I see now why Berath likes you. And do send my regards to your Animancer friends.
I'll never stray again if you just keep me away from Remergond.
I'll see it go.
뭐야 포탈 같은 게 생기는 줄 알았더니 안 생기네.
Watcher, can you hear me? Oh, thank the gods. Thank Helia. Merla, you had us in a panic. I don't have to tell you it didn't work. The current spiked and you went completely still. Breathing, but nothing else. What happened? Did you feel any pain? Do you remember anything? Please, stay calm. If you were in danger, it wasn't our intent. This is new territory for all of us. You saw, experienced something.
What was it like?
Sientere, Watcher, truly. It seemed we sent your mind further afield than intended, and without the rest of you in tow. Not entirely outside our predictions, but we have stipend for volunteers. You're welcome to the sum of it. I hope it goes some way toward earning your forgiveness.
야, 400원 가지고 뭐 되겠냐?
Just as I hope this hasn't put you off helping us. We just have to adjust the current, give you a chance to control your flight. For want, we're all very glad you're in one piece. We'll have a look at the machines, figure out what went wrong. Until then, I'm sure our friends at headquarters will want an update.
레벨업 했잖아.
Hello, my apologies. I didn't see you there. Didn't you?
She feels familiar, somehow. Wrong. Almost like a Darghoul. But that can't be right, can it?
I, like the other scholars here, am engaged in the study of the soul sciences. Was there something you needed, or may I return to my studies? Indeed. I apologize if you find the sight of blood unsettling. In any case, why are you here? Just a bit of culture I've picked up along the way. I admire their tailoring tradition immensely. It's much grander than clothing one finds in The White That Wins. I am, of course. A curious mind is an agile mind. Besides, the two practices are more alike than one might think. Care and patience, yes. It is gratifying to be understood. It is a mundane story. I sought out the ship with the longest oversea route departing from the Republic's and booked passage. I had intended to perform a handful of experiments regarding the nature of souls that could only be done safely at sea. The sensitive kind. My experiments were successful, and the ship eventually reached its destination. The rest is inconsequential. I think, perhaps, that I would be grateful for the opportunity. Truly?
I just know we're gonna be the best of friends.
Thaklaut, traveler. I am grateful. I have all that I need. We may depart at your leisure.
뭐야, 동료를 또 얻었어? 야, 동료 도대체 몇 명이야? 영매사로 합시다. 영매사. 뭐 교체는 안 하고요.
Hope you're keeping busy, Watcher. What can I do for you?
동료 진짜 많네.
Leave it to me. I'll see it done.
I'll get that. Don't mention it. You were saying?
Come closer to the altar. Come inside. The temple welcomes all to worship, most especially you. I ask only for no talking. Not until we pay our respects to Bereth, to Rikuhu. Let us pray.
Silent prayer? Where are the songs, I say? Did you learn this from Valians?
Ugh. I practice extremely silent prayer. Not praying. It works just as well and takes less time.
Let's show a little respect, all right?
Again, I ask that you please fall silent for prayer. Deity of life and death, the endless devourer who encompasses all existence, hear this prayer, this voice chiming. I beseech you, Kohopa and Tangaloa, to ready this shell for sucking. Purify my soul in preparation for the coming of the next cycle. Digest all of my devotion. Swallow my sorrows, even the smallest swell, so I can be spit on the morrow. And Rikuhu, Bereth, my god and goddess both, the eels that churn in ceaseless cycle, the new and the next, and... All right. I will address your inquiries, best as I can. The same. Your word, Bereth. Our word, Rikuhu. Life is Kohopa. And Tangaloa is death. When they'd swallowed all of existence, they tried to eat each other next. Now all things pass through their entrails, under the temple, carved in the mountain's caverns. They're the hanging sepulchres. The bodies are protected by Bereth's best. The dead with their souls, they roam still. Not everyone's born so blessed. End of the turn. I'm nearing it. Been working hard. Prepare. But first, I've got to leave guidance for my apprentice, the next in the cycle. Chosen to lead. Been wasting away for months. Can't say it's been easy, dying so soon. Maybe you can see. I'm no death godlike. Bereth bestowed not one in my generation with a chime. Not the next, neither. A flawed messenger like me can't open the crypts, liturgies, instructions for ritual preparations. When all of this, it's our knowledge has gleaned through centuries of service. Now I've got to leave it all behind. Better. The timing's getting tighter. And there is one thing before the end. Something only one touched by Bereth can do. I'd best not let this chance pass. There's a sacred text. The eulogy to Iseir. It's been buried in the catacombs beneath the temple for centuries. I need it. Of course, the tombs, they only open to the dead, or it never was added to the tomes, but it holds the final clues. I prayed for decades, night to day, and night to... I'll tell you what I can. He's no Juana, nor a death godlike neither, but he was a high priest of Bereth. Read somewhere, one tome, he sailed to the Deadfire for a weapon, abhorrent to Berath. Iseir fought hard for it, won the blade, but suffered grievous wounds. Berath kept him alive till he could make it to the temple's catacombs. His champions were the ones who wrote his eulogy. Later, they were buried in the sepulchres too. Don't know. Did hear he was slain with a coveted blade. The S-talk was an affront to Berath. That I did read. Iseir wanted to guard it with his soul and his there from the long-forgotten time when they got carved in even before the temple sprung up. They're well guarded because not all of Berath's dead like the rest in their graves. All right, but there's something you've got to know. You're my best chance, or only, maybe. Take the coil. It'll open the crypts. Me Iseir's eulogy.
Well, that's it! For God's sake, I can't take it anymore. Oh, I'm seeing red all right, everywhere, and it ain't a passing vision. Palagina, we're gonna have words, you and I. And maybe you'll even apologize.
Little woman making a big noise. When someone takes that tone with me, what follows is not conversation. In the Republics, no one would bat an eye if I cut you from gut to gullet and left you holding your innards in a ditch.
You can throw your threats around in an attempt to avoid this, but it won't work. I want the air cleared, at last and for good.
얘네 갑자기 왜 싸우는 거지?
The problem is, this featherhead doesn't know when to stop squawking obscenities about the gods, Watcher. I've been turning a deaf ear for too long, disgracing both myself and my god, ignoring the no-good, sour-sounding, moronic blasphemy that spews out of her mouth.
Fair Complanca. Another frail-faithed priest has come to mumble tearful protestations because I don't see the world with their blind eyes. I'm sure this will be as fresh as a pasture full of cow droppings. I'm working my way down from active disdain to slight regard.
The more she disparages the gods, the more she tempts ruination on her very soul. I can't just let that happen. Besides, her arrogance irritates me.
Of course you see it as arrogance. You surround yourself with believers. And little girl, you have no idea what it is like to grow up being godlike. So do not presume to know what it means about my soul or my life.
That's why I asked you what it was like. But instead of ever telling me anything, you just give me insults or a cold shoulder. In this, it's her or me, Watcher.
아이고, 아니 이게 뭐야? 뭘 선택해야 되는 거야?
You're not wholly wrong, I reckon.
If after all you've seen, Watcher, you really believe that we're both right, you're an even bigger fool than this one. Anyway, I'm not the one who got upset. I'd just as soon get on with more important things.
Guess that leaves me to apologize. I'm sorry, there I said it. But don't think it'll happen again.
아니 뭐야 갑자기?
What is it?
깜짝 놀랐네.
Of course. Well, as you wish.
Coming along well, is it? I never went yet, but I will after.
이세이르의 창가가 내가 있는데. 이세이르 창가가 있는데. 저기를 장화의 거리를 써서 문을 열고 나서 가야 되나 보네요. 506 영묘를 내가 다 들고 왔는데 또 가라 그러네. 다 죽이고 왔는데. 이세이르 찬가도 찾았잖아. 그쵸? 이세이르의 무덤을 찾으십시오. 무덤이 아까 저쪽에 있었죠. 여긴가? 뭘 하나 빠뜨렸나? 숨겨진 게 더 있나? 찾아볼게요. 한 몇 개를 덜 주웠나? 여기 뭐야? 그러네. 뭐가 있잖아.
Watcher.
살아있네, 이 이세이르가.
Been more than a middling life worth since my flails got bathed in bloody gore. Speak, then perish. Listen, you've a cause from Berith to fare here. So tell me what for the goddess would send ye. A button your next and last breath. You're learned in the Barathian rites. You know how I serve my duty even in death. Aye. Stay your death, then I will. Curse her soul to nether and torture. Revan would have befouled Berth. Was a black pox on the oar that she whilom sought to vile ruin. I would aid any who hunt for Revan. Aye. What are you seeking to learn? Revan was a Darkotsi paladin. She defied Berth, wielded a weapon nae meant for the hands of mortals. I hunted for Revan and the sword from Valir to the Deadfire. Hinderly caught her, slew her, and took Bereth's weapon for warding. But Revan wouldn't keep dead. From sheer will and faith, she riz a monster, able to breed an army of undead. Turned Death Guard, Revan sailed with her undead army in her foulsome Fonferus. I tried to end them for good, but the battle turned against me. I tracked the ship's comings and caught a regular trail. So I sailed to meet Revan near the shadows of Duskin Isle. Then I waited. A far fog neared despite the good winds.
Revan's ship crept from the mist. The winds died off, the waters calmed, and the ghost ship routed my ambush. 'Twas a slaughter. I was mort wounded, but fled with Beras' weapon, the Engoliero dos Spears. Came to the temple of Nekataka to be buried. But I couldn't leave the sword unwarded, so I begged Berath for another chance to serve my cause. Aye, 'twas a harsh choice, but I made it. Was willing to serve my deity by becoming Whitta Hunted in her name. The weapon cannot be allowed out in Aora. Needed to ward it for all time. But I cannot keep it from the undead if I'm not undead myself. Think you're deserving, do you? But in what way should I trust you now? I nae con any more about the ways of Kith, but a world without the gods' direction is doomed. You can wield this weapon, aye, for a time. And first you'll swear a blood oath to return it. Now your troth has been marked before Berath, and your fate thisly sealed. Aye then, I'll allow it. They priests need to be keeping the sacred rites of Berath alive. There it lies in my burial grave.
이게 또 해골을 농락해가지고 맹세를 하는 척하면서 안 했죠? 이거는 뭐 안 껴지네. 그리고 무기가 아니네.
How fares, brother?
아까 여기를 왜 안 들렀을까? 베라스 신전부터 갔다가 그래서 피해 맹세를 하겠다고 했는데 제 손을 안 베고 가짜로 이렇게 베는 척 하면서 가짜 맹세를 했죠.
Coming along well, is it? It can be dangerous down there. I never went yet, but I will after had heard, but knew no. So, under the right duress, yes, the fate that awaits me. Then I will walk within the catacombs beneath. Finally, I'll be one of Berath's chosen.
Tiverus? It would be funny if it were not so pathetic.
May your God have mercy on your soul.
Good luck with that. Hope I don't see you on the other side.
To live for death is a contradiction that only the great eel could appreciate.
테케후하고 팔레지나가 한 편이고 조티랑 이렇게 척을 지게 되네요. 그래서
Value and worth are not the same, no. We will speak again, after my acolyte has gouged my heart from my chest. You'll see. All right. I will address your inquiries, best as I can. Give them here. Truly, you are Berath's champion. Yet you will not die soon. There is work ahead for you. I set these aside for you. Old keepsakes from another time. Berath holds you close, perhaps in helping you.
아이템 좋은 거를 몇 개 얻었는데 방어구 하나 얻었고 망토 하나 그리고 허리띠 하나였나? 허리띠는 심지어 노란 템도 아니네.
As is my due.
이제 가온의 신전으로 들어갑시다. 네케타카가 이제 거의 마무리가 됐네요. 거의.
Candles and bombs. Shining God, light your path. Strange. We gathered what we could. Much of our coin goes towards feeding those in need. Thank you, sir. 아까 제가 시체 태워먹은 놈이 돈을 어디 숨겨놨다고 했는데 못 찾겠네요. 계단을 오를 때 뭘 유심히 보라고 했는데
Supplies, get your supplies here.
아무것도 없잖아.
So it is you. I could not think of a reason why your ghost should haunt the Deadfire, save to haunt me. And that smacks of arrogance, sister. And why do these spirits follow you? More blood on your hands? We were never friends, I know, but when they told me your keep was destroyed, I was sorry to think that you were dead. The gods have a purpose for you. That much has always been clear. When the priest spoke of Aethys' return, I volunteered to come, along with a few of my men. That's putting it all very simply. But then, I suspect few of us have simple reasons for coming to the Deadfire. Each missive from the Deadfire raises new tumult. Some believe our Lord restored, while others doubt. We've done penance for many long years. None of us know what forgiveness ought to look like.
What good are disciples who sit around and do nothing? Our God walks the Deadfire, and still people idle and doubt?
You will have to fight the other nations of Aura for it, by the look of things. I don't know. I came here on a pilgrimage of a kind. Nikataka is full of spirits. And the sea.
Self-loathing is a blight on the soul, Adaric. Don't make your journey through hell darker than it has to be.
You're right, of course, sister. You are a watcher still. Yet you are neither mad nor killed. It's good to see. The cure you sought, and which I was weak enough to doubt. See, there. Determination will win out every time. That sword was only meant to keep you alive through your ordeal. It's fulfilled its purpose. Take care, and may the shining God light your way.
이게 1편에서 아다릭하고 엮이는 그런 스토리가 있는 것 같은데 1편을 안 해봐서 잘 모르겠네요.
Here's where I do the ritual. Right there under the statue of God.
Surely as I do.
I'll see it done. Leave it to me.
Nothing like a homecoming to make a girl remember her roots, even if they are dried up and half dead. Sometimes I wonder if my brethren don't think I got black ichor running in my veins. Suppose they do. Suppose sometimes people do bad things in the name of their gods. But my brethren do more good than bad. Besides, I often don't understand you, Watcher. But I ain't afraid of you. Is it? Sakes alive. You shouldn't be so fine to me, Watcher. Makes me think untoward things. Gives me notions I don't need to be getting. I can't risk straying when I got a duty to gone. Alright. Yeah, I'm ready. I've done this before, but never with such a full lantern. You may want to stand back. The experience can be somewhat intense. Don't know if I feel cleaner, but I feel something. Blessed for sure. Let's just hope it lasts, because my lantern feels as heavy as ever, full to brimming with essence, like dark water spilling over my mind. Why do you think the god of rebirth held an aspect of death within him? You can't have life without dying. There ain't no beginning without a prior ending. Ain't no day without night, no spring without fall. You can't grow crops if you never harvest for seeds. I was born to reap souls and lead them to the light. Now with Aethys dead, and these dire visions, I think I need to shield them from a hell gone dark. But the more I gather, the more my mind turns to tatters. That ain't gonna happen. You'd ask me to turn my back on my god? Aethys is dead, and gone is the death before life. He's the ripeness before the fall. That lumbering hunk of Audra might claim to be Aethys, but that doesn't matter a whit. He died, so he can't be Aethys anymore. Death changes every soul, even a god's. And if it doesn't, it should. Aethys is dead. He's the ripeness before the fall. All right, I'll be right behind you.
You were saying?
추천 감사합니다.
You were saying?
Hungry? Come on up. Don't be shy. The Shining God will bless you for it, sir. That coin will help those in need. Blessing of Aethys upon you.
May Aethys's light shine upon you. Jody, I do hope you are not getting into trouble now.
Who, me? No, I wouldn't dream of it.
You did good, helping Peatley with the infected. Anyone half so capable's got my ear. But I won't make you an empty promise. We tried. Shipped some shares for charity. God, it's nearly 2 years back. Had the means to do some real good. But the guards wouldn't have it. Of course, we'd be glad to lend a hand. But how'll you see our shares reach the Ruparu this time? What makes you think it'll work now when it didn't then? Now hold on just 1 minute. I've got no beef with the Principe, but smuggling? That puts us on the wrong side of Kahanga law. We're only here, within the tribe, by the grace of the royals. All right. You wind up in the good graces of the Kahanga royals, you get them to see the light, and I'll get you our food.
뭐 여왕한테 또 가야 되는 거야?
I'm listening.
It is the light that has led you here. Oh, yes. People are afraid, angry. Change can be frightening, but no more than anywhere else. No sense fighting it. The water sustains our faith.
Gon's the only one that matters.
The Shining God's got many faces, but they're all his to wear. Divine King Widewind, he saw the dawn stars, telling him of things to come. But it's gone with sickle and lantern that's come to the Deadfire. Our God's returned, and he's gonna bring balance to the world. He's gonna right all the wrongs we have suffered. We receive followers of the Shining God every day. You might want to speak with Nordegand over there. She's been here the longest, and takes care to know everyone of our faith. May Aethys's light shine upon you. May Aethys's
아니
light shine
얘기해보라면서
upon you.
말을 안 하는데? 저 친구는?
Each missive.
What good are...
Take care.
자, 그러면 여왕한테 청원하러 가야 되는겨? 후딱후딱 다녀봅시다. 이거 이게 네케타카 거의 마지막이거든요.
I see you pulled Ngati's chosen from the guild hall. Ikira, but have you pried any secrets from the gullet yet? Maya, I hope you do not judge our fair city too harshly.
What? Look, keep your business where it belongs. With the captain.
Undercroft. A darker, more fetid lair of Nekataka, I say. Only Kaza and I are the mind and heart of the city, but the bowels, these we cannot reach. What say? Did Ngati's chosen learn anything from the voyage below?
My prince, I have always known those who pray for Ngati's favor, but only now do I see those who depend on it.
Ikira, I say that a feather of Amira's wisdom drifted down to find you. At least Delver's Row is a stable target. The Crown has time to decide the next steps. To Kehu, I say that no one wanted to hear your suspicions confirmed.
Akara, me least of all, my prince.
When it comes to the dignity of the guild, the Crown can compromise nothing. Onikaza will see their leadership disciplined, I say. Akira, and if we enjoyed less interesting times, I say she would. Onikaza and I both expect more from the guild, I say. She will not be pleased. Akira, but at least you returned to me in one piece. You are not the first agent I sent to the gullet. I say I would feel safe anywhere with Rauatai's sharpest weapon in my arsenal.
If you're trying to flatter me, stop taking notes from my brother the poet.
I cannot say that I desire to send you to worse places than the gullet, but... Akira, I like a man who works for his prize. Does the name Ukaizo mean anything to you? Akira, then the city's bowel hides more than I credit. Ukaizo was the home of the Huana before cataclysm and destruction wiped the island from the Deadfire. Story or no, I make no secret that we search for Ukaizo. I do not share this lightly, I say.
Please, speak on. If it looks like I'm taking notes, it's because I am.
Should I leave this in the hands of someone I trust instead? Kira, I should hope so. Our tribes are spread across many isles, but it is Ukaizo which binds us. To that end, a local cartographer secured a lead. A breadcrumb to a breadcrumb, I say. I sent an expedition to Matario Kozi, one of the Sanctuary Isles. They were to retrieve evidence of our lost homeland. They have yet to return. They were sites where our ancestors grouped in terms of crisis. You have the cartographer Atepo to thank. He wanders the Western Shrine if you would know more. The Sanctuary Isles give comfort and guidance to sailors on the long journey home. I am hoping the island can remember its purpose and return us to the home we lost. The question for those with years to gather reeds and scribe their thoughts. It might be that someone or something on the island does not wish to be found. In better times than these, I would have been happy to oblige. The trading companies would not have thought to look for Matario Kozi, but now they are vultures to carrion. I do not doubt that our rivals race for the same thing. Akira, then you are ready to depart? To Kehu, I trust you are going. I want the tribes to know that Ngati's chosen stood among those who threw open the gates of Ukaizo.
I make no promises of dirtying my hands in some fetid jungle, but I do not protest a calm voyage.
Before you go, the expedition, I have reason to believe they will not be returning to Nekataka. You forget yourself, but I am more forgiving than my sister. We found this at the palace doorstep, cut from the robe of the expedition leader. One mystery heaped on another, I say. I suspected this. As you take care if you alight on Matario Kozi, my fear is that the island is sanctuary no more. Prepare yourself for a hard voyage northeast of Nekataka. Matario Kozi is nestled in the core of Rokuhu Islands, in the midst of a landmass that resembles a storm, like the fall of Ukaizo locked in time.
Don't mind me as I take down those coordinates.
Certain death it is, then.
Watcher, even if Ukaizo is a myth, Matario Kozi is old enough that it may contain some clue about why Aothis is interested in the Deadfire.
아, 이게
Showing restraint.
다른 동료들도 좀 같이 데리고 다니고 걔네들이 하는 말도 좀 듣고 싶은데
Captain.
이게 동료를 4명 한꺼번에 4명밖에 못 데리고 다니니까 그게 좀 많이 아쉽네요. 한꺼번에 모든 스토리를 다 보지 못해서